Hello. Happy Monday. Good evening. Just like any other Monday, it's kind of downbeat. Because it's Monday. I don't feel very healthy because over the weekend, I don't really exercise. So, yeah, it was the Monday effect. Uh, well, but the show has to go on, so we'll take it very slow. So yesterday, this Kanxian cross, and I thought about it, and it was incomplete. Okay, so we're gonna finish that up today. Okay, so yeah, warm milk. Yeah, I put some spices in there. So okay, so I think what we found yesterday was actually absolutivity. Absolutivity. Okay, absolutivity is nothing but absolutivity, okay, average of all opinions across time, across space, and across all the individual, all the absolute value, let's say absolute value of this issue, okay, and across all people, okay, we just survey everybody, okay, what's their opinion about this particular issue, okay, so that's the absolute value of this issue, okay, whether it's absolutely right or wrong, okay, yeah. So how can we make connection between this absolute value of an issue and Kantian generalizer? Maybe we don't have to, okay. Kantian generalizer is like what was that? Um, let's just finish writing this up, okay. So in this particular time and particular space, we ask this person, okay, and we sum it all up, and then we find the average, okay. So one, okay, it kind of looks like cross, okay, absolutivity cross. How about that? Okay, so yeah, it was. I made a mistake. It's not Kantian yet. What was Kantian? Kantian, you have one issue, and you're asking this person X. Well, yeah, person. Okay, person. And about this issue, and actually, Kantian is, yeah, issue action same thing. Okay. Let's rename it as action. Okay, action, action. P. I guess we can P. Leave P as that. Okay, so is this action a good action if um, do do action do function everybody does this? How can we express that? Yeah, individual, everybody. Okay, let's say infinity. Okay, everybody does this action. Okay, everybody does this particular action, and if that, so everybody does this. Okay, so if that is acceptable to this person P, okay, then this action is a good action to this person P. Okay, so that's mathematization of Kantian generalizer, also known as categorical imperative. Some of my friends reminded me of that term. I knew that term before, but I forgot. Okay, so yeah, that's the. Do we need to make connection between the two? Not really. Not really. Okay. If you want to, yeah, please feel free. Okay. Uh, we have to do one more. The golden rule, Jujutsu golden rule. Okay, so as a review, okay. Golden rule, okay. Golden rule. Golden rule. If this to this person, this action is good. If you are happy, this person is happy when somebody else who's not P, there's a P complement, right? Everybody else. So minus P does this action to P. Okay? Well, let's divide into several functions. Okay, so do function. Okay, if someone else does this action to P to this person P, okay, and this person P is happy about that event, then it's a good action. Okay. Yeah, do what you want others to do to you. Okay. If you would like someone else to do this kind of action to you, then yeah, it's a good action. So you should do it. Okay. Okay. Oh, Monday's like this. It's like, oh my, fatigue. Kind of weekend hangover, kind of. Today was moderately busy day too, so at work. Okay, so that's that. All right. Three ways to tell whether this given action, like homosexuality or marijuana smoking, whether it's good or is it moral thing or immoral thing? Is it a good action, bad action? Is it an ethical thing or unethical thing? Okay, so that's I just we just reviewed the three different ways to three potential way to judge on action. Okay, so on ideology. Okay, so okay. Oh boy, fatigue. Just take it nice and slow. Maybe we just finish up early. And I ate something, by the way. Okay, and I'll just go to bed early, I guess. Yeah, I'm kind of out of it. Okay, so low energy day, Monday. Low energy Monday. This Carpenter song. Raining days and Mondays, and also there is this Mamas and Papas song. Monday, Monday, but I cannot even sing because I'm really low energy now. I gotta conserve my energy. Okay, so we'll take a break. Okay, grab my cell phone and take a picture of this, and we'll move on. Okay. So. Okay, let's get back. We take it nice and slow, okay? Nice and easy. So, to see whether an action on ideology is sound or harmful on sound, this kind of like a rather academic kind of way of thinking about it. Okay, so it's by no means silver bullet. None of this. Okay, none of this is silver bullet. Okay, so it's more like theoretical approach to this morality issue of morality. Okay, so yeah, of course, it's not exhaustive list either. There are other ways. We'll talk about some of the other ways. Oh boy. I am so out of it. We're gonna erase all this, okay? So, um, like let's think about tattoo and piercing, okay? So, I mean, it's too obvious, right? Piercing is okay. So, we discussed three ways. Third way of knowing, telling what, investigating what this particular ideology is sound or unsound is harm analysis. Harm. Is this action harmful? Okay. Like, yeah, let's talk about tattoos and piercings, okay? Is it harmful? Well, piercing, that's easy, right? Why? Because it's just inconvenient. It gets in the way. If you have nose ring, tongue piercing, or lip piercing, it's just inconvenient, unhygienic, and it doesn't look good either. So, then why do people do it? People do it because it's stupid, okay? Because it makes no sense. We are living in the day and age of moral reversal where people want to do the wrong thing. Example? Yeah, what? Temple of Satan? Satanic temple? Yeah, that's what they want to do. They want to worship the devil, right? And gay marriage, marijuana, all that stuff, okay? So, yeah, they want to do the wrong thing, okay? Strange day and age that we are living in. Oh, I'm being overheated now, so. Oh. Well. How about tattoos? Why is tattoo bad? Well, we all change, right? So this harm analysis is very logical deduction. Okay, there is bunch. We start with some premises. Okay, so a premise is that okay, in piercing, to prove why piercing is wrong and bad. Yeah, the premise. You want to be economically efficient. Okay, we want to save energy. We want to be clean, and piercing gets in the way of being efficient. Okay, great inconvenience. And another premise: human is empathetic animal. Empathy. We can empathize. If somebody else is hurting, then we get our feelings get hurt too. We are capable of empathy, empathizing with each other. So yeah, piercing is very inconvenient to that person, annoying, bothering. We feel that annoyance too when we see people with piercings. Okay, like ouch. Okay, tattoo same way. Okay. Now, tattoo. What's bad about tattoo is that it's too permanent. Okay, so but another premise is that we change. Okay, we change on what we like, what we dislike. Okay, so tattoo is permanent, so it's inconsistent with our human nature that we always change all the time. Okay, so you will regret it. Okay, you will want to erase your tattoo one day. Okay, gayism. Oh, it's easy, right? Female gaze, yeah, female. The premise is that yeah, male are visually triggered, female are not. So once they don't feel the need to attract males, then they become ugly because being beautiful it has consumes a lot of time and energy. Okay, so yeah, lesbians, that's why they are so ugly. Okay, that's why they cut their hair short because they don't feel any need to have long hair. Long hair takes a lot of energy to maintain. Okay, so yeah, it's logical explanation to it. Why are lesbians so ugly? Why do they tend to be obese, short hair, and why are they so ugly? Because to be beautiful, it takes a lot of energy, and they're women, they're all women, lesbians. Women don't care about the partner's looks. Okay, look at Harvey Weinstein, Donald J. Trump, President Trump. They have beautiful wives, but they themselves are not very good looking people. Okay, because women don't care about a man's appearance. Women only care about men's money. Okay, so yeah, so that's why most men in America tend to be very obese, especially rich men because like President Trump, right? Because women don't care about appearance. Okay, so men they don't feel the need to be good looking. So what do? They make a lot of money though because they're workaholic. They only care about money. Okay, because that's what get men the most attractive women. Okay, so yeah, now you put two women together, they don't feel the need to maintain their appearance. Why? Because they're trying to attract other women. Okay, so beautiful look is not gonna do any good to attract other females. But females are not visually oriented gender. Okay. Okay. So yeah, there's harm there. Yeah, women becoming very ugly, lesbianism. Okay, so how about male gaism? Oh yeah, it's even easier. The premise is that male is the promiscuous gender. Okay, so if you are all males, male gaze, then there will be too much promiscuity. Okay, because they all understand and agree with each other that promiscuity is more fun than monogamy. So that's why male gays they will have STDs. Okay, sexually transmitted diseases. Okay. So if some employer say I don't want to hire this man just because he's gay, Actually, that makes sense because he wants to protect and preserve his own health. Because male gays are walking biological time bomb. Okay, they have STDs, male gays. Okay, yeah, so it is understandable. So yeah, employers should be allowed to. It's not discrimination; it's self-protection. Okay, so employers should be allowed to refuse to hire gay or fire gay people just because they're gay. Okay, why? Because there are other harms that are coming in. Because lesbians they tend to be very arrogant and very ugly and very rude and mean. Okay, from my experience. Okay, they tend to have some bad attitudes. Okay, so why? Because they are very unhappy individuals. Why are they unhappy? Because gay sex sucks, lesbian death bad, lesbian sex is really success. Okay, so that's why they are so like do public exhibitionist, like public display of gay affection. Okay, what PDGA sounds like some golf tournament. Well, I'm not a golfer, so I can talk shit about golf all day. I don't like Tiger Woods, and me, I have nothing to do with golf. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, yeah, gay is definitely harm there. So then, is it okay that a country bans gay marriage or penalize, punish homosexuality? Yes. Why? Because it's demonstratively harmful to society. So yeah, state can exercise police power, okay, for the public safety and public health. Yeah, they can illegalize homosexual activity, okay, because it is harmful, demonstrably so. Okay, so that's that. Okay, yeah, it's just very harmful. So yeah, we should go back to old America where homosexuality used to be illegal, vagrancy illegal, homelessness illegal, loitering illegal. We should go back to old good old America. Okay, Supreme Court, United States Supreme Court. Many ways they ruined America. Okay, by making all this liberal constitutional interpretation, and they ruined for us all. Alright, so well, we can always reverse and go back. Okay, so okay, yeah. Let's talk about social class. Okay, because talked about this with some of my friends, and it's like this. Okay, when I was young, like many of you, some of you, when I was young, I didn't care much about social class. Okay, I was more like liberal. I didn't like high class people. You know, kind of rebellious, kind of establishment. I didn't like that, and so I would like be in and out of school, and you know, getting odd jobs. Then as I get older and older, I realize, yeah, I need some social class. Okay, because I'm getting older. Okay, so I went back to school because when I was just computer junior computer programmer, I didn't like the way people treated me. When I was young, I could handle that, but as I get older and older, I was not okay with that. People treating me with disrespect, disdain, even despise. I couldn't handle it anymore. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I went back to school, law school. Okay, yeah, so I was computer programmer, and they would treat me like shit. Okay, I couldn't handle it. Okay, so yeah, that's why I took the bar exam and decided, yeah. Not right now. I'm a paper pusher. Okay, so I work in office and you know, suit and tie. Because on paper I'm a lawyer. Okay, so um, yeah, I get more respect. Okay, so I had to because I couldn't take all this despise, disdain as a junior computer programmer. I couldn't take no more. Okay, so when I was younger, yeah, I was okay with that, but as I get older and older, I couldn't handle it because I'm old. Okay, I'm 40 years old, and the kind of treatment, mistreatment I get, I mean, not from my co-workers, but from other people in general. Like, you know, my close workers when I was a computer programmer, yeah, we are like family, but some distant people in the building. Okay. Okay, so yeah, didn't feel I didn't feel I was getting enough respect. Okay, so as a computer programmer and as some other odd job like working in McDonald's or Subway sandwich or in a supermarket, whatnot, right? Yeah, I've done that. And okay, so it's getting hot now. Yeah, I understand your objection to this premise about social hierarchy, social class. Think of it this way, okay? In the wild nature, okay, well, are you liberal? That's fine. I'm kind of liberal too. In the nature, there's just grass, plants, right, and herbivores like what rabbits, and there are tigers like carnivores. There's a hierarchy, vertical hierarchy in nature ecosystem. Okay, so in human world, it's the same way. Good thing about human world is we can move up, we can evolve out of the plant stage or herbivore stage, or okay, yeah, we can evolve out of that. Promotion, okay, education, getting a higher paying job, okay, higher social class, we can do that. Okay, so that's what's good about human world. That's upward class mobility. Okay, so existence of class, social class, I understand it's not easy thing to swallow. I understand that. I used to hate that too when I was young. Plus, when I was at your age, in my 20s, or in my teens, even in my early 30s, okay? But it's just the way it is. Just like in the wild nature. It's neither good or bad thing that class hierarchy exists. It's just the way it is. Is it a bad thing or good thing? Neither. Yeah, pyramid. A lot of plants, fewer herbivores, even fewer carnivores. Okay. Why? Because not everybody want to go to graduate school. Because studying is very uphill battle, so not everybody want to do that. So, but if you do, yeah, you're moving up. Okay, so it's just the way it is. Okay, so of course, so in local politics, what I observed is that it's about waiting in line. Okay, so I've been attending these political meetings, but there's seniority, okay? So people who've been there for longer, yeah, they tend to get higher position in the government and get elected and get party nomination, okay? It's seniority, okay? So yeah, there's this long waiting line, kind of assembly line, kind of. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm of course smarter than everybody else, but unfortunately, promotion or election politics or in business promotion hiring, it's not always about how smart you are, okay? It's combination of seniority or and also, so what is seniority is this, okay? You have been in this business, this particular industry or politics or this locality, okay? You've been there in one place for a very long time, and your record is clean for a very long time. You have never been to jail. You never got into any big scandal or, okay. So you maintain long record as a abiding, good, hardworking, law-abiding citizen in this industry or locality. Then you gain seniority. Okay. So you never get demoted because you didn't make any big mistake. Okay. But even if you made some mistake, you can always come back, make up for it. Okay. But so that's seniority. Okay. That's one ingredient of success. Okay. Me, I never stay in one place long enough to accumulate seniority because I'm kind of nomadic. I get easily bored. I'm more of a generalist. I like moving around. Okay. But now that I'm 40 and now that I really like Alaska, I'm kind of getting old. I don't have much energy to move around. So I may stay in Alaska. Okay. Until I die or until I become the president. That's a possibility. Okay. Because I'm no longer young. Traveling, it takes too much energy. So, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let me turn off the heater. Oh, it's getting too hot. Let's take a break, shall we? Oh, getting way too hot. Oh. So yeah, you can stay in one business for a long time and become a business owner, manager. So cool. Okay, it's one way to live. It's kind of NCO approach. Okay, in the U.S. Army. Yeah, you move up without going to college. Okay, for you of course you take some classes, but yeah, NCOs they just stay long, don't get into any trouble, don't get demoted, so they move up, get more stripes. Or you can go back to college and get some formal degree and become an officer, warrant officer, or commissioned officer and whatnot. Okay, so but as you get older and older, you somehow want to move up. Okay, through the social classes, echelons. Okay, so and in terms of hierarchy, it's this. Okay, so all these evil ideologies out there, gayism, marijuanaism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetishism, they're predatory ideologies. They are all predatory. Okay, they eat people. Okay, whether they are Holy Spirit or evil spirit, yeah, they all eat people. We are their food, and also we are also their mode of reproduction too. Okay, because ideology reproduces by subscribing more and more people, making through this increased membership. Okay, so ideology dies when there is no more members of that ideology. Okay, ideological group. All right. So, what is a group? Just a set of people. Okay, so a set whose members are people, whose member is a person. That's what a group is. Okay, so it's kind of awkward to say a set of people. No, group of people. Okay, so yeah, and between the ideologies, yeah, there is hierarchy. Yeah, ideologies they compete with each other, like gayism and anti-gayism, right? Humanology, we would like to think that humanology is the apex predatorial ideology. Okay, okay, we eat evil ideologies. They are our food. Okay, so we kill and eat gayism, marijuanaism, sugar fetishism, tattoo piercism. Okay, I think that's why God created all those evil ideologies to give birth to humanology. Okay, it's a co-evolution. Okay, so okay. Is there anything else to talk about? I don't know. I'm just kind of exhausted. Monday, being Monday. Oh yeah, just out of it. Yeah. Can't sleep it too. Yeah, I did. I think we should just wrap it up, okay? I kind of keep on drinking just for a little while. Yeah. So, if I um The reason why I came to Alaska is this. Okay, one of the reasons is the America. Well, when I came to Alaska, it was during the President Barack Obama, and the Law 48. It was getting way too liberal. It was like crazy liberal. Like there was the year of the Supreme Court decision of legalizing gay marriage, and but uh, Supreme Court decision is not law of the land. Okay, but just stupid people like what Mr. Zacharias, what Ravi Zacharias. That's what he said. Oh yeah, gay marriage is now law of the land. Supreme Court decision. That see, that's how ignorant he is. That guy is like a total fraud. He pride himself, advertises, portrays himself as a learned man, but he's not. He's very ignorant. Supreme Court decision is not law of the land. What is law of the land? Constitution. Why? Because Constitution says so. Just like Bible saying, "Oh yeah, Bible is the truth." Why? Oh, because Bible says so. This book is the words of God. Why? Well, because Bible says so. It's kind of circular logic, right? But if we respect that, yeah, Constitution says Constitution is the law of the land. Okay, kind of self-justificatory, circular logic kind of stuff. Okay, so there's some problem there already, right? But okay, let's say Constitution is the law of the land, just because Constitution says so, just because. But it's not just that. Its Constitution was ratified by all different states, so people's representatives, they agree that. Okay, so it's kind of like people's will. So yeah, that part is fine. Okay, but Constitution never said Supreme Court's decision is the law of the land. Not a single time. Okay, it came from this one person, Justice John Marshall. Okay, he was like probably in the 1700s at the very beginning. Okay, with like James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, that kind of contemporary to that era. Okay, like well Marbury versus Madison. Okay, so that's Justice John Marshall. He established the judicial review doctrine. Basically, he hijacked all the power. He's like Hitler. Okay, Justice John Marshall made Supreme Court, U.S. Supreme Court, the dictatorship, tyrannical institution. Okay, he hijacked all the power. What's the judicial review doctrine? You are what president? Well, I'm Supreme Court. You are president. You are Congress. You are governor. You are what state legislature. Yeah, I can declare any single one of the law, executive order, you whatever you do, administrative order. I, the Supreme Court, can declare it unconstitutional. So I am the law of the land. Me, Supreme Court, U.S. Supreme Court. Okay, that is very unconstitutional way of thinking, and also this judicial review doctrine should be declared unconstitutional because United States Constitution is all about preventing dictatorial power, and now Justice John Marshall, U.S. Supreme Court, is doing just that. That dictatorial power, concentration of power, that U.S. Constitution is designed to prevent. Okay, so United States Supreme Court has become an anti-constitutional institution. Okay, so that's the judicial review doctrine. Okay, so this Mr. Zacharias, he's just talking head, right? He's a show off, but he's empty in his brain. Okay, he does not know good stuff like we do. Okay, he's famous, rich, powerful. He's very international superstar in Christian community. Okay, but he's a populist. He's like a showman, like an entertainer, right? Comedian or whatever, actor. He doesn't have substance. Okay, he's just showmanship. That's all he is. Okay, we can see dualism right here, right? Us, me. In terms of fame and fortune, yeah, people like Zacharias. So you have Mr. Zachariah, and here is me. Okay, Mr. Zacharias, he got all the fame, but in terms of wisdom, he got none. Me, I have no fame or fortune, but I have a lot of wisdom. Yeah, dualism right there. It's a balance of the universe. In a way, God is fair. Okay, in a way, God is fair because God gave Mr. Zacharias the gift of fortune and fame. He gave me gift of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, truth. But he doesn't have that, and I don't have this. So it's in a way fair. Huh? I'm not gonna take a picture of this. Okay, it's just too easy. I don't want to even keep this here because I don't like his name. He hijacked some prophet's name to sound more like a prophet. Oh, dirty. No. Yeah, so sometimes I listen to NPR, National Public Radio, because that's the only radio news channel that we have. What I suggest is, I'm gonna give you some business idea. Have some news radio channel that is not liberal. It could be conservative or neutral, but radio news channel, okay, just like NPR, okay. Yeah, sometimes I listen to NPR. It's so liberal, but because there's not no other news channel. Okay, in the yeah FM that's more like liberals. AM that's more conservative. But in AM, what they have is it's not news program, but more like conservative talk show commentary kind of. I used to listen to that a lot, but what I like nowadays, what I rather listen to is just news, just the facts. But that is not liberal. It could be conservative, it could be neutral. Yeah, preferably neutral, okay. But just facts, news. Okay, that's what I like to hear in radio news. Because NPR, they're just flat out liberal, Like, for example, what I heard in the news today, the NPR, they say like engineering industry is so sexist because they are mostly males and very few females go are there are very few female engineers. So engineering industry must be very sexist. That is obviously false, right? Because it's women they don't like engineering very much. Okay, very few women go to engineering school, so it's just not their thing. Okay, because there is definite difference between male and female. Okay, it's not sexism. Uh, you know, yeah. So I did software engineering, right? Kind of soft core engineering because all we do is just typing on the keyboard. We don't deal with diesel or electronic hardware. We don't deal with that. Computer engineering, yeah, they do deal with that. So that's very hardcore. But software engineering, we're just programmers, right? So soft core engineering, and even in software engineering, computer science, very few women major in that. Okay. Because engineers, they don't have very high social status. Okay, So women, they want to have high social status, right? And how many women in the world are carpenters or car mechanics, plumbers or electricians? Virtually zero. Okay, because it's just not their thing. Okay, women, what women want is high social status, like lawyer or doctor. Yeah, medical school, law school, have or MBA, business executives. Yeah, MBA, PhD, not PhD, MBA, MD, JD. They, yeah, have many times more than half of the student body are females. Okay, because they tend to have higher social status. Okay, women like that. Okay, but yeah, car mechanics, electrician, carpentry, plumber. No female go there. Okay, would you say that's because what those industries are very sexist and discriminatory? I don't think so. Okay, so that's the liberal shallow thinking. Okay, and NPR, I heard that today. Okay, and those obvious errors. Okay, that's, yeah. So liberals, they tend to be very shallow thinkers. Okay, liberalism is more emotional than rational. Okay, it's more like feminine kind of political ideology. Liberalism. It's based on sympathy, compassion, which is good. It's not a, it's a virtue, but yeah, it's more emotional than rational. Okay, so yeah, so that's why most women, I, they tend to be more liberal than conservative, and young people, they more tend to be liberal than conservative. Because young people, yeah, they tend to be more emotional. Young people, okay, teenagers, young adults, yeah, they tend to be more emotional than rational. Yes, that's understandable, but so nowadays I don't really have much complaint, you know. Yes, last year I guess perhaps I'm maturing or getting old, becoming more low energy, less energy. But nowadays I'm more accepting. Okay, if I don't become president, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I can do better than President Trump. That's given, but yeah, because he's like 70 years old. Okay, so I have 30 more years to become the president. So maybe I should wait for my turn, um, gain some social seniority, and I don't know. Uh, yeah, sometimes I kind of feel bad because we have such an obvious solution. I mean, obvious to me, to end the crime and, you know, end the homelessness. But it's just because I don't have any power. Those solutions are not being implemented. And have I written to politicians? Yeah, but it doesn't. influence them in any way. It impressed them because my ideas are correct. They are the only correct solutions to all these problems. But they have their own ideas, their priorities. Okay, so they became the politician. They got elected, so they want to implement their own ideas, not somebody else's like me. Okay, so or even if they know that my ideas are better than theirs, they have egos. Okay, big egos. That's why they are politicians. Okay, they have huge egos. So they rather implement their own ideas, not mine. Okay, so yeah, it's unfortunate. So yeah, so I have to become a politician myself in order to implement my ideas. And how long will that take? Maybe 30 years. Maybe I get some. Maybe yeah. Maybe I become president one day. Who knows, right? So, but even if I don't become president, I'm okay with that, right? So I tried and I'm doing this recording and passing down my knowledge to the next generation. At least I tried, right? So I can die with that. I can live with that, die with that. That's totally fine. Okay. Yeah. Because in this life, um, it's this. Okay, just like Mr. Zacharias, kind of like, yeah, he succeeded in terms of fame and fortune, money. Yeah, he did succeed because that was his focus. His goal was not finding the truth, unlocking the door of the secret of the universe. That was not his goal. His goal was to be famous, to be rich. Mr. Ravi Zacharias. And he got it. He worked for it and he got it. So yeah, he didn't have any time to think on his own to find the truth. So all those people who become very famous and successful in this world, they're very diligent people, hardworking people. But they don't know the truth. Why? Because they were too busy making money, becoming famous. And that's why they are up there with high visibility and a lot of high, strong influence and voice opportunities to be heard. Okay? Because that was their single number one goal to be famous and to be rich. That's how that's the area that they invested all their time and energy to be fame, to build their fame, to build their wealth. Okay? For me, I'm devoting all my time and energy to find what the truth is. Okay? That's why I was not able to get into Harvard or MIT or Stanford because I don't want to do this homework, do all those exam study, what it takes to get into those prestigious schools. Why? Because I'm just too busy thinking on my own to find out the truth about the universe, about this world. Okay? I don't get any college credit for thinking or coming up with my own theory. If I present this theory of mine to some academic journals, they will refuse it. They're not going to publish that because I did try and they didn't publish it. The high academic prestigious journals. And even the movie I made, all the famous big film festivals, they all rejected it. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of lonely road to the pursuit of truth and to find out the solution of this world problems because I have it all. Okay. And I shared it with you right here. Okay. And Yeah. Yeah, in a way, yeah, we understand it's a idealism, okay? Because we only have 24 hours, okay? 8 hours I sleep, 8 hours I go to work and to pay the bills, and 8 hours, yeah, that's my free time, and I can't do this, you know. And but for other people who want power, fame, money, sex, what do they do? Yeah, they use that extra 8 hours a day to build their power and fame, their wealth. Okay, so they don't know the truth, but they get all the power and fame in the world because they worked for it. Me, I'm not working for power, money, power, fame, or sex. I'm working for the discovery of the truth. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I can ever achieve power and fame or money or sex. That's fine with me. I have achieved and I will continue to achieve this discovery of the truth so that I give this to you, okay, to make it easier for you. And then after I've been doing, after I do this for what, 4 or 5 more decades, yeah, then I will die of old age, right? And then maybe after I'm dead, maybe future politicians, future leaders will watch this and implement my ideas. They'll be fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. So because they'll be too busy accumulating their wealth, their power, their fame. Okay, you're too busy to think about what the truth is. Yeah, just study these episodes. Then yeah, you'll you'll be efficient and you'll learn it. Okay, then yeah, implement it. Okay, when you become politician, I'm okay with that. Okay, so perhaps that's my mission on Earth. Perhaps that's why God created me. I'm okay with that. Okay, I can take that. Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that because in Korea there's this tradition. It's kind of game playing game kind of in your for if you're Korean, okay. I'm Korean American, American Korean, Korean American, but yeah, I grew up in Korea. So my family we all moved back when I was a baby. Okay, so I have my first year birthday in South Korea, and we had this 1 year first birthday party. You know, we played this game with this 1 year old baby. On the table, you have something like paintbrush, money, and pencil, and whatnot. Whatever. It's kind of symbolic objects. Okay. Yeah, money means money, right? And paintbrush maybe it means what? Artist. Yeah, pen or pencil. It means like scholar. So it's kind of like a kind of quasi superstitious thing. Depending on what this 1 year old baby grabs, yeah, that's what's his future gonna be. Is he gonna be rich, businessman, or is he gonna be a great scholar, or is he gonna be a great artist? Okay, it's just a joke, a game. Okay, and my parents told me I grabbed this pencil. Okay, so maybe that's what my destiny is. Yeah, scholar, but secular scholar because I don't want to go back to school. Okay, because I'm not a PhD material and I don't want to study all the time, write papers all the time. No, Okay, I'd rather be just secular scholar and do my own thing instead of being dictated to research a certain topic that I'm not really interested in. Okay, and I don't want to write academic papers. All these rules, this what APA convention, whatever MLA convention. No, all this citation, forget it. I don't want it. Okay, so yeah, I don't even want to write. Okay, I used to, but yeah, done with been there, done that. I'm done with it. So I just give lecture here, and that's my contribution. Okay, you go ahead and write your paper. Okay, based on this or based on your idea, whatever. Okay, but I'm not gonna write that paper. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So I'm 40 years old, and I've been doing this lecture series since last August or July. So it's kind of becoming 1 year already, huh? Right now it's May, so yeah, life's been good. Yeah, can't complain. Yeah, life's been good. So yeah, in Korea there's this proverb. It says the fighting between husband and wife is like cutting water with a knife. Can you imagine what that possibly means? A fight between husband and wife is like cutting water with a knife. Can you possibly imagine what that means? We'll take last break, okay, and then I'll tell you what I think it means because I don't know what the Korean traditional interpretation of that Korean proverb is, but I have my own interpretation, but I don't know. Okay. I mean, I don't know the Korean traditional interpretation of that proverb. Okay. I have my own interpretation, and why don't you come up with your own? Okay. Well, so the it kind of means the way I interpret is this. Okay, so it's easy to it's easy also it's impossible to cut water with knife, right? Easy to pass through with knife in the water, but it's impossible to cut it. So Korea marriage is very like old school America, for better and for the worse, for the better for the worse. Yeah, divorce is not very common. It's very uncommon. Divorce is very uncommon in America. Back in the day, old America, and also nowadays in Korea. Okay, it's very uncommon thing. Husband and wife they fight, but just like water, getting back together after this knife cutting, yeah, they just get back together after a fight. So fight cannot quite divide this marriage. Okay, so that's the way I interpret it. Okay. Yeah, it's very easy to fight, but they get back together. It's impossible to divide this marital relationship. Just fight. Okay. So, my parents fight all the time. Okay. I mean, there are some married couples that doesn't very often fight. I've seen them too. Okay, but my parents they tend to fight a lot because they're both like kind of alpha type, and it kind of strengthened me, made me a fighter. Okay, and so in a way, it was very positive upbringing experience for me. It kind of made me stronger person. Okay, a fighter. Okay, so I grew up in a very fighting family. My grandmother was a fighter too. So my parents, my grandmom, they would all fight with each other. Okay, oh boy. And later on, I would join the fight, and I would also fight them too. Okay. Funny. Verbal, only verbal, no physical fighting. Okay, but yeah, yeah, that's that. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really have anything to talk about today. I'm just tired, so probably I just go to bed. Maybe I eat some more or watch some television. I don't know. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Monday.